Lorik.
Lorik, is that how they spell it? Oh, right, okay, yeah, okay. That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good. Lorik. With Tactician, Courier Droid. What's this again? Remind me, this is
Selflessness.
So Nora's ability is she burns a lock to add a focus, and then she of course has the focus, so it becomes a hit. Correct?
Yes. Yes. She can use it offensively and
Or yeah, which
defensively, if she likes.
Yep. Okay. So how many points are you at? 98.
Yes.
So you're going to decide an initiative then?
Be my guest.
Yes, of course. So I would like to use one of your big rocks.
Yeah.
Put it in this corner. Simon is.
So we are playing with an extra artificial electronic rock. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Can I get here's the turn. Base.
The first rock is down.
Lorik.
It's those vectored thrusters, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, I'm done.
C before Z and it's fine.
So good.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and you got the initiative, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck, Chris.
You.
Good luck, Lukasz.
Thanks.
Okay?
I will have the entire internet rooting for you because I'm flying that.
Yes. So if you want to make people happy, then
And I will put this
you just
to
need to fly a ghost
So,
of the
round on the
board.
way, let me reset the clock.
early lunch.
We've got 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Okay.
So
You
go,
want to put the 2 down there so
start.
we can see if it's not too close?
There we go.
There?
Yeah.
So on the left side of the table we've got Kristofer Bengtsson from Sweden, from Malmö, Sweden. I've got to do the 2 dots on top of the O. And on the right side of the table we've got Lukasz Poczesny from Warszawa, Poland.
Okay.
Polski. Let me get some stuff going on here. I need to find an O with 2 dots on top of it. No, I've got it here on the keyboard. I need to go here.
Okay.
I need to do this.
You do not want to deploy the zap
Okay, Malmo's got
on the table?
Yeah,
two
no,
dots
he's
on top.
inside.
It's the smallest thing in the
Just
world.
proposing.
That's fine.
Okay. He's deploying a PS8
Yep.
to courier droid, so I need to start with Nora.
Let me try and...
And let me just double think. What I want to do.
Get off the chat.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, my friend. Okay. Your fan.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to get the rankings.
Enjoy the game.
Yes, you too.
I knew that if I go to well, I will have to play this list.
Yeah, that's a lot of them.
Because we are both using for fan. One request: when you declare a ship as active, give me 1 second to declare.
Yes, we will do that.
And I will do the same.
Thank you.
Well, because then it can get stressy due to no reason, really.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All set. 4 straight. And he will evade.
Okay. Alright, 3 straight. He will reinforce to the front. If I tell you that I want to reinforce to the side, will you believe me?
Most of the time.
Okay. I'm just kidding. And Nora.
Once again, I've not turned the microphones up. On the left side of the table, we've got Kristofer Bengtsson from Malmo, Sweden, one of the local, well, relatively local guys to the tournament meta scene here. And Lukasz Poczesny from Warsaw, Poland, on the right side of the screen. So we're getting extra viewership numbers for this round because we've got people from Sweden and from Poland, and everybody wants to see what's happening in Denmark. So let's get, and we've got Kristofer playing the, as they've referred to it at the beginning of the round, the cancer list. Low-fall Rebel, Fenn Rau in the Schieferpede, and the Zeborelius back up in the shuttle. And Lukasz playing Fenn Rau Schieferpede with Tactician, Veteran Instincts, Guidance Chips, and 9GA. Lorik with Tactician, Selflessness, Guidance Chips, and Courier Droid. And Nora Wexley with R2D2C3PO, Push the Limit, Vectored Thrusters, and Alliance Overhaul. So plenty of stress dealing going on from Lukasz's side of the table. Lukasz has been on the stream before when he came to the Spanish National in December. He got paired up against his friend.
All good?
Let me just double check for last time.
Rebank to the left.
And we had him on stream for that reason. There was 2 Polish players paired up against each other. I think it was in round 4 or something like that.
Will evade.
And Kristofer is a seasoned stream veteran himself. I have to give a shout out to Kristofer here. Kristofer's one of the people that when I first started X-Wing, it was his videos that led me into doing the stream that I now do. As is often the conversation piece. Where I live, there's nobody that plays X-Wing, so I have to. At the beginning, when I first got into X-Wing, my experience was through watching videos online because I didn't have the opportunity to play. So I would every night would start watching the videos, new videos that got posted every day. And Kristofer was one of the people that at that time was producing some of the best quality videos. I think he's got access to a very good camera, and he was filming and uploading some of his videos to YouTube, some of his games to YouTube, and it was kind of his influence that led me on to get involved in video myself.
action.
As far as times for rounds, as you've seen with this round, we don't run a strict schedule when we're doing an event. If you go to a strict schedule, then you can always have a delay. What we do is, as soon as we're ready to go, we're ready to go, and that's it. And that way we can just, if we get lucky, if everything finishes up quickly, next round starts. There's no need to be waiting around 10 minutes for having a coffee break, a cigarette break. We can get those rounds done as quickly as possible, and that helps us absorb delays further on down the line. So in this case, there was a slight delay with the printer. As soon as those pairings came out, the pairings went up. The round was started about 3 minutes later, and now we are in round 3, and after this we'll be going for lunch. So please don't expect a set time for when the last round will be. It will be when it is. That's typically why I leave the stream running the whole time, to make sure you can just pop in, pop out, see what's going on at any time. And we're having a slow opening in this game. Obviously Lukasz doesn't want to stare down the mouth of this beast.
Okay.
Okay. R2 to the left. Evade.
Can I do the same story again?
Yeah, as long as she's not barrel rolling or anything.
No. No, she isn't. She's taking target lock focus, stress. Glory. He's doing hind cross to the front.
Okay, so I'm going to do my fin wrap, R2. Flight assist.
Lukasz had asked if he could move Nora first,
And he will coordinate.
and Kristofer allowed it, assuming she wasn't going to do a barrel roll. Just to get the ship out of the way, to make sure he didn't have to do all this fidgeting about placing, marking the ship.
We will coordinate a boost to the left. There we go.
So yeah, back in the early days of me watching videos while I couldn't play at home, I learned a whole bunch of stuff about making videos, and also about specific names of players from around the community. Can make a mention to D-Yun from the Minox Squadron that I did see before his podcast. I knew who he was from a SoCal Store Championship. I think it was in San Diego he played, where he made it to the final table and got beat by Max Kingold. And of course you knew who he was because you could, every single video from that Store Championship, you could hear him in the background.
Range 3. Yep. 3 dices.
Oh.
clock. Or not, no, okay. M98 just. Okay, last minute.
Lorik.
Lorik. Yeah, range 3.
Okay.
Yep. Yes.
And Kristofer has committed the cardinal sin of stacking his shield tokens.
One.
So one.
Son.
Shield goes.
Yeah, one goes off. I can see he's stacked 3 on top of 3.
Done. So the ghost. So he can activate.
You have no other modifiers than passive ones. I'm not stressing myself.
So TLT.
Yeah.
Fen.
Okay. M98.
Yep. I'm gonna roll.
Ah, okay. Okay, M98.
Same thing. And then I'm gonna maul one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not obstructed.
Nope.
Okay.
Second one. Rerolling.
M98.
1 hit, 2 blanks. Rerolls.
And this one. Easy peasy. So no hits. This one stays. In the round TLT.
Yeah.
Same target.
M98. This one.
This one. And Ezra.
1 hit. Ezra for a second.
2.
Gets an evade and a focus and a blank, sorry.
Even if I use my rain force.
Still gets fixed.
Yes, that's the last hit in the round, yes? Yeah. Okay, so.
I have one more round. This is the first shot on the second TLT.
Okay. So I just take it.
Okay, so one.
Takes the
one
damage on
TLT.
Fenral.
This one is going away, either way.
Yes.
Gets 2 hits and a blank. Sensor jammers.
Just one. I can't do anything.
Is he sensor jamming or forcing him to reroll it?
So you're safe with Lorik. So
Yes, I'm safe with that.
review this from all.
Oh no, because sensor jammers on Kristofer's list.
That was uneventful. One shield each.
Yep, not much difference there. I'm going to go fix up Chris's shield tokens.
I'm thinking you're a psychic.
Okay. Of course, the M98. Right, thank you.
She has 2 banks or green, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3 straight and 2 banks.
Ah, okay.
And 1 bank is green as well.
Yeah, okay. Of course, the target locks an enemy ship as well. You see it. You always see it being used on friendly ships. Suddenly, it seems so weird to see it used on an enemy ship. I can't do it from here, can I? And is this been switched on now? Oh, okay. The tablet's running again. And I've lost internet connection, so I've got to go Wi-Fi. Okay. This isn't the best, but it'll work. Is this doing what I think it's doing? Okay. So Lukasz taking this seriously this turn. He's got to think about that asteroid just in front to the left.
We have nice chips in the stream, please.
Yeah.
I like the dials he's got painted up to match the ships. I'll have to take a look at that, the Wookiee one close up, because it looks like he's done like a kind of a wood effect on it.
Yeah, that's true. That is absolutely. Okay, we're happy.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
Low full rebel.
Bank.
2 bank.
Left.
Left. He says left. Means right, doesn't he? No, he goes left. Okay.
And we'll evade.
Wookiee Lorik.
Let's mark them. Can you, if it's okay, can you do Nora?
Yeah. And I will take the row.
And then they're going to run out of hands. Yeah, I'll mark one, you mark the other. And now how are we going to move? As most people like to keep the finger on top of the marker so it doesn't move. So 3 bank to the left for the Wookiee. With it the specially customized Azatuk with the trees coming out the top of it. So both players were 2-0 going into this round. I'm not able to get rankings. They had problems with the printer, and all 3 of the admin part of the judges team are sat up there looking at it intensely and not bringing me rankings. And it's one of those things that I can't get involved. I can't just be like, can't you just give me rankings and then do the printer thing? And they're like, no, this is more important to us. Okay.
Yes. Stress gun. No shield storage on the right.
So nothing going on this round.
No,
I really doubt Fenrir's going to have done anything to make any difference.
Happy?
yeah.
Heart to you, towards you. Checking for flight assist.
Oh, he's in range.
Use it. Shooting her. He's backing away. I might as well target lock for the future just in case. You never know. Her. I'm gonna help.
Yeah.
I think it's okay if we just remove her. Yeah, we know. Sorry. We should put them in yellow so it's easier to move.
And where's that orange token he's put down?
Yeah, and she will put a target block here. Yep. And we try to push the limit.
So we're just gonna have this token shot, I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
So start combat, no triggers.
Yes, no triggers.
So range 3. Oh. Green dice won't hit. Nothing. I'm not spending the lock.
Okay. Whatever.
Yep, safe.
I just need to spend. Oh.
It doesn't
that's-
matter, yeah, it doesn't because he has no reach. So.
I just need to spend focus. Okay. He's not shooting.
All good.
So that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty boring round. I've already seen three Fen rounds today. Round 1 was a Fen round as well. Round 1, Fernando had 4 Fen rounds I've already seen in 3 rounds. So you can see how things are developing. As far as the this is the thing about X-Wing, isn't it? It's kind of like when something comes up as being like the bomb, as it were, then everybody plays it, and then something happens to get rid of that. For example, it could be that like a counter's found, or that the list gets completely nerfed to hell, as in Paratani's case, or other examples. And then another one just shows up, and everyone's like, "Well, this is the worst list." So like a couple of weeks ago, it's like Miranda Nim with Trajectory Genius. That's the worst ever, and then that disappears, and suddenly the ghost. Oh my gosh!
So I think it doesn't make any sense to play.
He just flew off the board.
Okay, thanks. You are a very nice friend.
Thank you. Don't worry. Let's see. This one is yours.
Yes. He floated his full goals.
Him afterward.
He's a very nice guy. Really?
It's okay. Yeah.
We'll talk in a second. Okay?
Yeah, no worries.
Sit down there. Okay. I was kind of talking about something when that was happening, because I wasn't expecting.
I fooled you?
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that to happen,
well.
and I was kind of like, did I miss something? What exactly happened there at the end?
Nothing really happened. I just want to give the audience what they want, because everyone hates the list. I'm just flying it here today to prove a point. This is silly good. I won the first 2. There's nothing about it. If we don't engage, I have more dice than he has. I'm 2-1, so I'm into the second part anyway. So
well done.
I mean, everyone was probably cheering when I flew it up, because this list is really horrible.
No way. Okay.
I still have 3 more games anyway.
Okay.
So I don't really matter. And now I get a good, nice lunch.
All right, but did you feel like, of course, yeah. I mean, like it was a game that was going to go on and on for a bit.
Yeah, this is.
And then we were seeing it was quite slow.
Yeah.
And like, for example, we'd only managed to exchange 1 shield each. That last round, it was kind of like positioning, and nothing happens. And I mean, obviously, it's going to be kind of an uphill struggle in both cases to kind of stick damage on.
I mean, I can kill his Fenrau. I can never kill his Nora.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah.
It's just I want to move it closer so I can hear you better.
So it's probably going to end up being the Ghost versus Nora.
Yeah.
Maybe Nora Lorik.
Okay.
And it's not a fun game to play.
Excellent.
And I don't need to win it to go through to the second part. And now we have to put myself in the corner, win 3, or I'm out.
Yeah. Now listen, you're practically off screen. Let's bring you over here a bit. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd have already mentioned it's been a personal goal of mine to have met you.
Yeah,
as I mentioned at the
same.
beginning, like whether or not you'd noticed or not, but way back when, before I even started streaming, like you were one of the people I would follow, and I would send you messages and say about all the good stuff you did and stuff like that. And it kind of like, it was one of the, like when I first started, everyone, like I've said it several times, but when I first started, it was all about, I couldn't play at home, so it was all about sitting and watching the game on the internet. And so I watched virtually every single video that went up, and you were one of the guys that produced a lot of good stuff and good quality stuff from Sweden. Back in those days, it was you, it was the Italian X-Wing Academy, and Max Gingold over in SoCal, California, which is where I learned who D Yun was about 8 months before he started doing a podcast, when he was just a scrub, as he's mentioned in chat. So listen, thank you very much. It was, like I said, it was a personal goal to have met you.
Yeah,
and
same here. It was
I hope
really
to get to spend a bit more time with you later this evening.
I'll be back tomorrow for a real game.
Cool.
And just want to say to all the guys on the internet, this list is really horrible. That's why I fly it.
That's why I bought it.
It's not very fun to fly.
I want to go home with all the pretty things, so I bought the
that's okay. I got all the good, pretty things from all my regional stuff today. So hopefully you'll have better lists on the stream.
Yeah, I was just saying now, I've already seen 4 Fen rounds in 3 rounds. The
thing is, I think they all win. So if I lose this guy, I'll probably avoid the mirror.
Oh, of course, right. Yeah, from the top,
Well, we'll
from,
see.
from the higher ups.
Yeah.
So you've basically kind of taken a type of intentional draw.
Kind of. And I get a good, nice lunch break now. So
Excellent. Well,
thank you all.
thank you, Chris.
Keep doing the good streams.
And for the 186, we say hello.
Hello.
Okay. Let me go get Lukasz.
Yeah.
Okay. So full transparency here. No, why are you doing that? You're going to disappear off the side.
No, I just don't know how to. Okay.
Okay, full transparency here. Lukasz is a Patreon supporter, correct, Lukasz?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Did you get your message about the rewards for this month?
Yes. Yes.
Do you qualify? I don't know. I've not done
No,
my
I'm
check.
just at the moment $1 per
Oh, okay,
Patreon,
cool.
and I'm just.
I do have the Darth Vader cards here, but I've left them in the hotel today. I left them in the other suitcase, but I'll be bringing them in
I'm
tomorrow.
just gathering points for the nice shirt.
Yeah, of course. Then what I'm going to do is what I'm trying. Obviously, the idea is that the Patreon rewards is kind of like as a way of making the Patreon. You're giving to the Patreon, and that's supposed to support what I'm doing, and so that's good. Okay, and so that's why when you get to a certain point, I can give you something for free in return. No, well, for free, relatively. You paid for it in some way or another. So then what I'm going to do is also give the option of buying them, and in that way I can. For those people that aren't on Patreon or aren't willing to give enough to Patreon to be able to reach that point level, giving them the option of buying them outright and then doing them all up, putting them all up together and sending them all off everywhere.
Okay.
So, I mean, even if you don't make enough points on Patreon in a quick enough time to be able to get the t-shirt, there will be other ways of getting it. So it's a question of me working it out. And that's the most difficult thing about it.
Yeah, but I'm doing it not for the reward.
Absolutely, that's the
You're
idea.
doing a very great work.
The thing is that
we have the first professional stream in Europe, so it's nice.
In Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because you're traveling everywhere.
Well, no,
we have other very good streams, but they are traveling. They are mostly streaming game. Let's say events that they are going to.
Yeah.
And you are streaming almost everywhere. That's a great job.
And I'm very lucky that that certain things have come about in the last year that have made it possible for me to go to other places. Because to begin with, it was all about me going to Birmingham or going to or doing it in Spain, because obviously I live in Spain, and in Birmingham my sister lives there, so I could go over and visit her and stay with her, and everything worked out well there. And then it became something where suddenly France became possible as people helped to organise the transport and the accommodation. France became possible, even though it was a complete disaster, but I'm looking forward to going back and hammering that nail into the coffin. And then the Liverpool, the UK Nationals as well, was it was kind of like when I got the funding after the European Championship, it was like, well, I need to go back for the UK National now to kind of like show my gratitude for the amount of money they raised. And I went onto the group for Liverpool just saying, listen, when I do this normally, I go to my sister's house, okay? So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to need someone who's going to need to give me a place to stay, and I need a TV. As you can see here, they've managed to bring me a TV, and I need a power cable that will go at least 15 meters to make sure I don't have to worry about where I have to plug stuff in. And it was just like one of the guys showed up. Shout out to Phil Blackmore. I just worry if I got his name wrong. I think I got it right. Shout out to him. He ended up giving me a whole bunch of help, letting me stay with him and drive me around and he managed to sort out all the equipment. And so we were like really set up, and it's just like now Copenhagen I wasn't supposed to be here until about a week ago when someone offered to pay for the flight once again and sort out accommodation for me. And so here I am, and hopefully, I mean, obviously this comes from, like you say, it's like it's not just that everyone that's doing streams are now doing them to a pretty good quality, but I think it's more that like what I've done has kind of been pointed out as being at a slightly higher level. As far as like things like getting the rankings on the screen and stuff like that, and doing it differently.
And let's say that's one of the reasons that it's possible. It's that from my experience, because I'm coming from a gaming background, over war games, miniatures games, and I think X-Wing community is the greatest. Really,
it's a really good.
It's a bunch of people that will always help you. If you need to stay, they will be always, even guy that you don't know, he will raise his hand. Okay, you can stay at home.
Yeah.
Yes,
and that's kind of what happened in the case of the French community. Is the French community didn't really have someone to stream, but they were really keen to have because their national, the distributed change over this year from Edge France to Asmodee, and Asmodee for their first one, they wanted to kind of push that out the door and give it publicity in that sense. And so it's really important to the community that they had a stream there, and when they didn't really have anybody in their community that does streaming. And so like the next question was, well, one of the French guys is actually half Spanish, and I already knew him, and so it kind of went through that channel. That ended up being communicated and being brought into it, and just works from there. And same thing is like even in cases where in Poland, you guys, your Krakow team have got like a really good. I mean, Maciek does a stream himself as well, and it's a really good quality one. But even then, like they ask me if I'd be willing to come over and do the Polish nationals or even the System Open that you've got in a couple of weeks. Now, in both cases, it's been a situation where I kind of had to turn around and say no because. Time commitments, for example, being able to come here and then going to Poland in the same month is going to be too difficult for me.
Yeah, so basically everybody has his private life that you will have to put in forward, and in some cases, but that shows the quality and how, let's say, our community develops. One of the podcasts mentioned a few weeks ago that we are more like the 19th age of sports.
You were on the Minox Squadron podcast, yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, and basically I see
with Agata.
Yes, with Agata.
Agata.
Greetings, Agata. Yes.
Yeah.
Your version of Canon fan is the best. A shout out from me. And basically I see it happening more because we are all adults that have our lives, families, jobs.
Yeah,
yes, and putting enormous amount of effort to play, like people that were playing soccer in the early days. Yes, there were a bunch of friends traveling around the world and investing money to make it happen. And I hope that this will develop. And at the end of the day, we are with the same popularity as as each esport. Yes.
Excellent. Okay, well, listen, we'll leave it there. You can go have a nice rest before round 4 starts up. Okay, thank you very much, Lukasz. It was a pleasure as always.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. Shout out to everyone playing X-Wing.
Yep, and the Polish especially. Which is the thing is that they've asked me to come over, and I want to go over. I told Maciek, I said I want to go over there because I know I've got lots of people that follow me there. Ever since when I first did the Tatooine Open with Lukasz Golonka and calling him El Polaco all day long, I know I've got like a big following over there, and I want to go over there. I want to meet them, and people like Natalia Oratz as well with the chips. Who did your dials for you?
Natalia.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, I had a feeling. She's a great painter.
She's amazing.
Poland.
Yeah, she's really good.
I would like to give a shout out to my family in Polish.
Excellent.
Pozdrawiam żonę i dzieci, specjalnie żonę, bo dzięki niej mogłem przyjechać na ten turniej, bo ona opiekuje się moimi chłopakami, którzy są najlepsi na świecie.
Okej, jak się masz, Lukasz?
Dobrze. Great. Bye.